for you, Tony.
Can you tell us more about how long you plan to play the starters, particularly Alex, on Thursday?
Yeah, we'll decide on game day here. I'm going to get a good practice out here today, and then we'll make a decision here. I kind of got it in my mind what I'm going to do, but I don't want to have anything etched in stone and then change my mind last minute. But we'll see how it goes.
I was going to say, you not like to tell them because
it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think I want to get a good practice. And the big thing is get out of this game Thursday night against the Patriots, get a good look at some of our core guys that are battling for roster spots, give them plenty of looks. Try to get everybody out of here and have a good week of practice against the Jets.
Is yesterday's unofficial depth chart going to reflect what we might see on Thursday?
Very little, probably. It's just something we had to put out there, and I didn't even really look at it. So I think Tony Wiley did it. Did you do it? You did? Good job, Tony.
Hey, Coach Hayden. So we saw a couple of key guys, a couple of veterans have another day off yesterday, DJ Swearinger, Jamison Crowder. Are they okay, or are they carrying something at the moment?
They had a couple little tweaks. I think Crowder's his groin was a little tight. DJ, same thing. I think he had a little tight hamstring. I think it was hamstring, but nothing serious. I just took the day.
Are we expecting to see those guys on Thursday, or will they get this week off, do you think, at this stage?
I doubt they'll play. Neither one of those two guys will play.
I know you said there's some position battles that you're looking forward to most, but what is the most important thing that you can get out of this preseason game on Thursday?
I think we have to see who rises to the occasion on under the lights, really. Special teams is huge. You want to see some guys running around on special teams, making some plays on teams, obviously, and and then the battles. I want to see some of these young guys play. You come out here, you got ones go out there, and then the twos come out there. Some of the threes get limited reps. So it's going to be a great opportunity to see how far they are along in their learning of the system and how they produce on game day.
Jay, how do you take preseason game number one? Because you talk about evaluation, game prep mode. What's it like for you when you're trying to evaluate, also trying to still do game day operations in the game on Thursday?
Yeah, I think it's important for us as coaches to handle it like a game, obviously, with the substitutions and trying to get the plays in on time and making sure we have as little chaos as there can be. With all the substitution with punt and guys out, some are out of the game, and we have to just communicate that with our special team coaches and coordinators. So I think try to keep it as calm and as poised and as we can, but also getting a lot of work done and getting a look at a lot of guys.
Jay, throughout camp and you're working with backup tackles and you've had Trent and Morgan sort of in and out, does that affect how you've run practices or will it affect Thursday as far as calls and stuff like that?
It could a little bit, but I think we've got some good work. Christian's got a lot of great work at both right side and left side. Ty's kind of filtering back into the lineup a little bit. He's got some good work, and then Kling's done a good job at the right tackle spot. Jefferson's done a good job, so we've had a couple other players fill in there and do a good job, so let's let them play.
Coach, you mentioned the Jets a little earlier. Last time there was joint practice here, we, of course, remember the Texans and the fights that happened while they were here. Have you paid any attention to any of the jabbering between Terrell Pryor and your players yet?
I have not paid attention to that. I'm sure it's quite entertaining. I'm not concerned, really. I know Coach Bowles will handle his group, and I'll try the best I can to handle ours. The Texan fight was really, it was our fault. We tried to go a third day. We had 2 really good days of practice back-to-back, and the third day was raining, and you could tell it was going to be a little chippy. We should have probably called it earlier, but Coach O'Brien and I, we realized we shouldn't have gone 3. We should have just gone 2 padded practices and 1 in shorts, done some more situational work.
Coach, by my count, there are 32 guys on your roster who at one point in their career have been cut either someplace else or by this team being your team. When you bring a guy in, do you think about that at all? Does that come in any type of consideration to where a guy's been or how he left the team or why he left the team?
No, I think every player has its own unique circumstance. Could be injury, could be didn't get an opportunity or what have you, or maybe just young or whatever. But, I think it's important once we get the guys here, they're here for a reason. We like something about them, and it's our job to try to get the most out of them and give them an opportunity to show what they can do, and that's what the preseason's all about. That's what the OTAs are all about. We're trying to find those guys that can make our roster, help us on special teams, or eventually be a starter, and that's what we found out last year. A lot of these guys that we're talking about playing in preseason game number 1 and 2 and 4, these guys end up becoming eventual starters for us, a lot of them. So it's an important time for us. However they get here, it doesn't matter. 5th round, 6th round free agent, cut by whoever. They're here now, and it's up to them to make an impression on us.
Jay, it's Kids Day. If you were drafting somebody from your roster to babysit a whole bunch of kids, who would be your number 1 draft pick? And is there one guy that you would say, completely stay away, you don't want him to be a camp counselor or a babysitter?
That's a messed up question. I would say I would not want Josh Norman because he's going to be on his phone all day tweeting. You know, he's not going to pay attention to him. But I'm just kidding. Josh would be great. All these guys would be great. You know, they're all great guys. A lot of them are great dads already. So probably the most fun, Darius Geis would be fun. He'll play video games with them all day. You know what I mean? He'll have a great time with them. So we have a lot of guys that are fun-loving guys with the kids.
He took my question, so no, I'm just kidding.
He always has a doozy for me.
What's the update on Josh Doxson? Will he be able to go at all today, or do you expect anything?
I don't think he's probably going to go today. You know, I think he just it's just a bruised heel is all it is, and you know, I just think that right now it's the shoe issue. Getting a shoe on it right now is a little sore, so we just want to make sure he's good. We might see him an individual a little bit.
Is that something was there a specific thing that happened with that, or was it just like over time?
No, he got stepped on.
Okay.
On that last play in the end zone, the corner of the end zone.
Okay.
He landed on his shoulder and also got his heel stepped on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Go ahead. Sure, go ahead.
Is it refreshing for you to see some of these young guys put their uniforms on for the first time, just like that first preseason in the locker room jitters for the young players?
That's
for
exciting for them. You know, a lot of people say preseason doesn't mean anything. It means a lot to these guys. And these guys put a lot of work in, and it's important. It's their livelihood. They're trying to make a football team. So they're going to have pregame jitters for sure. They're excited to show what they can do, but they're also going to have a little bit of nerves going, and it's our job to calm them down and try to put them in a situation where they can be calmed down and do what they are meant to do. So it's be exciting for these guys. It'll be fun to watch them. I look forward to it.
Anyone else? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.